Welcome back to Welsh Miniature Board Gamer, and this is my monthly roundup of what I got painted during the month of August 2025. So this month has been, of course, a summer month, so it's been rather warm here, and I haven't really painted up as many miniatures as I would like to. But, you know, it's coming now into autumn, and it will start to cool off, and I will feel a bit more like painting again. Also, of course, it's been the school holiday, so I've had my two children home, and I've enjoyed doing daddy things with them, etc. So maybe less painting done than I would usually want to do. My daughter's off camera, sort of nodding to me. So yeah. So what I got painted up during this month is the Wargames Atlantic Oorah box set. You would have seen that in my previous videos. Also the kit bashing of those miniatures. Also I've started a new series of videos called Oldie Paints Oldies, where I take some of my old miniatures from my old collections and paint them up. So we've done some Ralph Arthur, and there was another one which I haven't actually shown you the painting of them, but I have actually got them here today to show what they look like finished up. And I want to thank the people for voting on the poll that I put up to ask which miniatures I should paint. And yep, so there's a poll up at the moment which will be taken down soon, and once I have, I will know exactly what I'm painting up next. I also want to mention that I am currently doing podcasts with the Crafty Mini. So if you haven't actually gone over to his channel and watched the first of our podcasts, maybe even the second by now, go and do that, because they are quite fun, and you know, I will appreciate it, and so would the Crafty Mini. With that, let's get down to the table and see what I've painted. Not recorded. So as you can see, these are the Oorah Wargames Atlantic miniatures, and if you've seen my review of them previously in the month, you'd have seen that I quite like these guys. Now the only problem is while I was painting them, I did try and varnish them with a can, and the can exploded, so they're kind of very dull and they're a bit bitty looking, so you have to excuse that. But generally, I'm quite happy with how they turned out. I like the grey uniforms. I think the grey uniform worked out really well. The skin tone that I've used on this guy is much too dark, with not enough variation for it to stand out. So yeah, not brilliant, but I think, you know, in a group as a squad, I think they'll look pretty okay. So as I said in the review of the miniatures, the only slight problem I have is that they have to sort of hold these guns arm length away, because they got the packs that are running down at their chest, which hinder them holding the weapons close to their bodies. But that's not really a big problem. I think these are going to work really well as, like, you know, sort of near future warriors type thing. Maybe even sort of military contractors, that sort of thing. Private army they could be. Excuse my fingers here, I have been painting my fences, and can't really get rid of all the stain that I've got on my hands, so please excuse that. But no, overall, I like the miniatures. The paint jobs were okay before I managed to ruin them with the varnish. But yeah, they're not bad, and I would probably paint up some more at some point, maybe in like an opposing colour, or with a bit more variation in, you know, involving their sort of equipment, you know, that they're carrying. I did do a few kit bashing of the miniatures, but yeah, only of 5 miniatures. Maybe I would do a few more just to get a bit more variation. Maybe a few more heavy weapons, rocket launcher, etc. would be pretty good, just to vary it up a bit. I do like the designated sniper or designated marksman. He looks pretty good. I like the red rifle that he has. It stands out as something a bit different to a modern weapon, etc. So yeah, speaking of kit bashing, these were the ones that I kit bashed, you know, with a Imperial Trooper, Guardsmen, or whatever they call them these days, and the one on the left of the screen are the automatons from Stargrave. And yeah, they fitted together really well. All in all, the kit's, kit bash really good with pretty much whatever's on the market, as long as you don't go too way out there for scale. I do like the dude on your right. He's got like a robotic arm, like he's lost it, and now he's just like got a proper robotic arm for his holding his rifle. The guy on the left went the whole hog and had his arm completely removed and a pistol put in its place, which yeah is quite a drastic move on his part, but I'm sure that it was a good idea at the time. So the last one of these kit bashing ones are, whoops, I just banged the camera, that's why it went all fuzzy, is this sort of, I don't know, post-apocalyptic sort of Russian, Soviet Union kind of guy. He's got very much an AK variant of some sort, and that gas mask, which will fit in perfectly well with some sort of post-apocalyptic world. Now this is the Ralpartha TSR elf magic user that I was talking about, and there'll be a video previously on how I painted this guy up. Yeah, I really liked how he turned out. He looked really quite decent. I tried to stick to sort of colour schemes that I felt were sort of age appropriate for the miniature. He's quite an oldie boy, so we wanted to get that painted up in that way. I have got a poll going at the moment for what I paint next, so if you want to have an influence in what comes onto the channel, maybe go and vote on something. I'll vote on that. So these are the two that also got some votes, but I didn't manage to get a painting tutorial of these guys. I really like them. Again, I think they were Ralpartha. I seem to have a lot of Ralpartha miniatures, and I really like how the red and yellow stands out on these miniatures. It really makes them pop. Really sort of bright, sort of heraldic colours. I might even do this for an upcoming project I've got. I might actually pick red and yellow as their colours. But yeah, I really like this guy. He looks really good. I think you can still get them. And I forgot what they're called now. If I remember, I'll write it below. Ralpartha miniatures now are produced by a different company. But you can get these two miniatures, I do believe. Again, I painted them up in the same colour scheme, this red and yellow, so if I wanted to go, build a squad of them, say, they'll fit all in together and look appropriately sort of army-like, I suppose, or skirmish-like, because they both are very sort of militant-looking. They don't look like they're a ragtag bunch. They look like they belong to an actual unit of soldiers. So yeah, really like them. I think these are really nice miniatures. I will rebase them because I didn't have a round base big enough for them, because they got a big man spread on them with their legs going out that wide. So yeah, I will rebase them and base them up properly. So that's what I got painted up during the month of August 2025. As you can see, there's a fair few miniatures, although maybe not as many as I would have liked to done. But as I explained earlier, it is summer and it's rather warm here. So if you want to see more from me, please subscribe. It is very much appreciated, and I do appreciate you spending your time watching my videos. If you've liked the video, please leave a like, and if you want to leave a comment below, and I do reply to every single comment. But until next time, it's going to be goodbye from me, Welsh Miniature Board Gamer.